yesi wimushen etufi enkran ha Ghana Armed Forces for wimushen a yefre no Z9 no etufi Ghana ha helicopter na enipa enwotwe na ewum onde omani akire oboase na fofie antoata edware abam enti wimushen no ekonya akwanhia ama enipa enkron sorry nipa nwotwe 8 etimu no omu nyina atoa nananom ewonse do na amanfo ekoye kohuye baabi ana omuguo ene sede no motebia etie no na kyerese imu oya kyerese onipa da sani na nipa emu awuo no enye mbofra wo but endra before say be transport omo e de omo free kwayenim abedru sikaman krom na ye de afom afa wimusha bedu nkran adwo no sebe e de omugu botom se kuku boto echichire ano ansa na ediom ebedu eye sikaman krom ho mrantie ekọ kwayem ebiso mo nante be don hwere baako ansa na mutimi adu baabi a wimushen no ekohwe ase no na imu oya se ohwe enipa omohu aka no a na kotoku a esu nipa na ye ka kire se saa boto a esu nipa yi ye doctor manebo ama ne womu a saa boto a esu nipa yi Dr. Mutala Mohammed ne womu saa boto a esu nipa yi obi tse Samuel Sapon ene womu a se endura wonim twa obetwa bi se endura wonim no mu a wobenum bi because eya sefemsem eye irehosem na yana fo nyina boto na medie asemo a meka ebiribi atwam anka wo bese ya se yan PP aban na wo so a anka ye wo other media houses omo be ye irresponsible comment na omo de ewuo na abano aye irresponsible politics but ye nya sa no pay because enipa abra MPP wa ban mu even MPP fi aban mu empanifu ewu ye nkan kwachi utumira na wachichi yete Captain Smart nka na ochire enipa efe kunkum MPP fo eni enipa ewu NDC ba aban mu nche ekira na wotwe etwa abosumi etwa mu yi NDC asie omumpanifo be se enan osenum mpanifo pa ora isampia lenum ora deko kanom ene mpanifo atisa na Dr. Manebo ama nemu de so aba but ye nye irresponsible journalism anopay enti ye be join abusuafo ene o mamu nyina na yesu but medie medwin se esese enipa omani ehuna kire wo man mu no ese mo hwani mabiyi omo a etimi hwe petita krem no omo hwe omo nsusu a nyankopon ne omo kasa no omo ne nyankopon enkasa oman no mampani oda no onko ebisa because ewu a ekoso wo man ni mu no ehu hwe me kan wa fidie se efi January ebesi ene there is no week a nipa more than 3 enwu ya na yenku nipa me kaso enye so obi wu a da bia obi wu so obi ayare ewu obi atonekon ewu ni sese ba we die enipa kum se enipa ya bo obi tu wo ha ya wo obi sika wo ha we akonya konhia pofum ewu we are saying ewu basabasa na eko entra we are told say another helicopter and so a crash landie ewo eye adwuma kon kokoben ese no ye 9G ADW and so another helicopter ese a crash landie ewo ho last week said early this week say weekend Rexton watch honum say ho hye any Ghana Tourism Information Center eno ya de hye ho de nyame adom obi anwu endra wa ja eso to ho Oyoko Methodist eja eto omodrometry and also the obi enwu endra akwanhia bi esi wo enchi. I think there's a filling station there nipa ewuye endra na nso ye se adwesu konongo so akwanhia kase bi pa so esi ho enti akwanhia nipa kum egiahyehe enom ne ade nipa ewu turu akwanhia no eya doso enti omayi ye mompaye na obia upie na wo kwa na do ho ahyerade nsa okoba na timbedu fi a na wa de rade ase ye mompaye na enipa wuwu a ekoso o mani mu no afedie eya doso papa enti ye mompaye en ye nyina esu but mesre empanifo se yinimu sankramufo wum anka omo de hensanka de kurache emu ne so but besi sabre ya me ne ekasei enipa afri mu no yentimi hu se asamasini anase obentini nti now se empanifo koye ne efre no DNA test ni etimi ehu se we na ansana matimi akope omokra brenti meka say de enya ade a ombetimi esie emu no se de anka mozami for ehye tie no endrom de omobile no we are told say omo de omo akọ 37 a police a soldier for IR Sabia a omo kwa akohwe na omatoto ne meni nyina enti vice president no edi animu ekọ abusuafo no nyina nche won kran ase no ekọbọ mama ne se yesi ni a friend is saying Georgios Debra edi kambo mamu na mane ansana osan akọ kofodua na omakọ akọbọ Dr. Maneboama ebusuan so amane se nia esini ye magana fo nyina hyeden Ghana Armed Forces for mumrantia na egumu enemi ade nyina emamu nyina hyeden anopai ye de ene a ka ho ye de videos bi e ka ho nyina no ye de bebram but ye nya insensitive to the family omahwere omadehye no ye be responsible journalism anopai ye nya you see say oh mehu se krofo send me videos bebre nia onto ekotena say radio good say if I can say nyankopon ma akufo ado high plane onfa plane hwiase na onwu nia samijan finum ko kan say nyankopon akufo ado nia we kan I've received all those videos. I won't play them today. We are not playing those videos today. You see, edu baby so be a show way na oye responsible and ye may expect to say ene Captain Smart betena onua TV a obekire Ghana for onipa a wo NDC mu a ono so ekunkuma NDC for obekire onipa ene nti a NDC for mpanifo enso so ewuwo 7 months into government. We expecting so no obeyesa because MPP ni bia wu a onimni ekun no onim how afia how yakubu breso ebe sik yanesi akumi breso Captain Smart say onimni ekun omu nyina enti we expecting say ni ekun we no mo ne adeko kanom nyina nso anopai otena TV so a obekire. We are not going to do that kind of journalism this morning. Memo akwaba ema achen edeba wuntumi radio 95.9 Santa Pacho Endra Chief of Staff Julius Debra ena ebo mamu nyina ama ne se yesi wo mamu nyini yemfa na ma ne ebo no emra
involving the crash of a military helicopter this morning around the Adansi area in Ashanti region. Government regrets to announce the demise of the following persons in the tragic crash: Dr. Edward Kofi Omane-Boamah, Minister for Defense; Alhaji Dr. Ibrahim Murtala Muhammad, MP, Minister for Environment, Science and Technology; Alhaji Muniru Mohammed Lemonad, Acting Deputy National Security Coordinator and former Minister for Food and Agriculture; Dr. Samuel Sapon, Vice Chairman of the National Democratic Congress; and Mr. Samuel Abuaji, a former parliamentary candidate; Squadron Leader Peter Bafemi Anala, Flying Officer Manin Chum Ampedu, and Sergeant Ernest Ado Mensah. The President and government extends our condolences and sympathies to the families of our comrades and the servicemen who died in service to the country. All flags are to fly at half-mast until further notice. Thank you. Involving the crash of a military helicopter this morning around the Adansi area in Ashanti region. Government regrets to announce the demise of the following persons in the tragic crash. Dr. Edward Kofi Omane-Boamah, Minister for Defense. Alhaji Dr. Ibrahim Murtala Mohammed, MP, Minister for Environment, Science and Technology. Alhaji Muniru Mohammed Lemuna, Acting Deputy National Security Coordinator and former Minister for Food and Agriculture. Dr. Samuel Sapon, Vice Chairman of the National Democratic Congress, and Mr. Samuel Abuaji, a former parliamentary candidate. Squadron Leader Peter Bafemi Anala, Flying Officer Manin Chum Ampedu, and Sergeant Ernest Ado Mensah. The President and government extends our condolences and sympathies to the families of our comrades and the servicemen who died in service to the country. All flags are to fly at half-mast until further notice. Thank you.
All right, so Asante Bachoma, ayiwe nasona yenhwe nipa afrim. So odi kan Dr. Edward Kofi Omane-Boamah, Minister for Defense. And phone in the decline, you toss me Dr. Ibrahim Murtala Mohammed, and also Minister for Environment, Science and Technology, or Science MP, who is Tamale Central Home. All right, and then the toss me Alhaji Muniru Mohammed, Acting Deputy National Security Coordinator, and also Honono, Professor Mills Time, and so also be Minister for Agric, Professor Mills Time. You toss Dr. Samuel Sapon, NDC National Vice Chairman. In fact, also a former Mayor Kumase, a former Ashanti Regional Minister, and Central Region, yeah, Tama Mama, yes, also, and Samuel Abuaji, a former parliamentary candidate, Boase East, and Chonoso, and Peter Befomi Anala, and so a squadron leader, Ghana Armed Forces, and a Mane Chum Ampofo, and so a flying. Then Ampedu, okay. And also a flying officer and Sergeant Ernest Ado Mensah, and so a engineer. Eti enipa and watchia na omote wi mushani mu a 2 year na ekohwe ase no omo infonim na anopei mede achewi. Okay. Yeni kan hwe statement a buy from Mampeni Ekufuadro. Mampeni Mahama, the officially no Unya Enkasai. Ghana Armed Forces for the statement by no panel, we say omu plane back on a Z9 no Aira. Na etufi Air Force Base no, we must say Naira. Later, an omuri statement eba dim say afidi omahu plane no, no matter say enya kwensia ewo Obuasi East and Potem ho. Ano endra ana Jomo sign the statement eba bonten ema a bit more detail. So as at yenfa Ghana Armed Forces for statement no na yeni eti for enkinkan na fi wia Mampene Ekufuadro nom ene adesaba ne ahwese na de bon krata hodo no enso efa no na fi yako or say it is statement no from the Ghana Armed Forces in or say the Ghana Armed Forces wishes to inform the general public that the bodies of the Z9 helicopter crash victims have been brought to Accra on board the Ghana Air Force Casa aircraft today, 6 August 2025. So that was yesterday. Or say at the Air Force Base Accra to receive the bodies were government functionaries led by Chief of Staff at the Presidency, Honorable Julius Debra, the Military High Command, and well wishes. The bodies have been deposited at the 37 Military Hospital in preparation for interment later. All 8 bodies were recovered from the crash site in the general area of the Sikamai near Adanse Akrofum in the Ashanti region. The Ghana Armed Forces once again wishes to thank the good people of Sikamai and all security services for their support during the recovery effort. The Deputy Defense, the Deputy Minister for Defense, Honorable Broja Jemfi, and the Military High Command extend their deepest condolences to the families in this difficult national tragedy. Signed, Veronica Azo Ahin, Captain, Ghana Navy, Acting Director General, Public Relations. Baby akwanhia esi no. Ene kwan a omanfo no eboaye na omokofa empanifo no ede baaye no. No wonder say Ghana Armed Forces for edo mase no mo bom abaso. Kwaye no is very deep forest.
Deep forest. Forest reserve. Yunkum.
Okay.
No your friend no Dampaya.
Dampaya no. Okay. Kwaye ni din no.
Kwaye ni Dampaya Forest Reserve.
Okay.
Na so free akru from amanchim sana teteni your friend ni de mo ntam friend sa
na napokumu
e ma mikru. So free akru from ko sikaman ho na obedu Dampaya Forest ni mo no ho ye botan kese nti woni e pai kwan no o mo kire se sabe no mo eye mani bi wakire nto mo bombu we anom juju abotan no anom mutumi yi kwan fia bi afamu nti o tike ma oduru ha wi akra so light na isuma ba kan no awuremu a na opi no akopie kurubi ye fe no kransa.
Okay.
Nti ufiri kransa ha na akọ adwafo ufiri adwafo na okosi kaman.
I see.
Ho sa na stretch no etie nti ama ya de kwan ye deep na amanfo ye kokofua kopim kwan na no nti woni na omo mafuo mu ben kwan na no ana omuhuru ye kromufo no de omuhuru se plane no se de esi kọ no
plane no ta twam kọ ho ase nti no muhu se helicopter de twam sa no ya na enye ade foforo emom but we no na emom ye hu se plane wo famu and the famu ti didi no se hwiase no eye didi no mo ti ye no
na woni na omo wura mu ho na omuhuru ba bi e kotoye no ebi be fie bebo amane ana be fa fie fo no so no mudi mirika kọ ho amkoye chese
in fact videos na any ayi firi ho bae no eye very
afen mati asem ya se dawuru me started some usua some traduma kakra no ye kan no camera fu bi kire we say big problem to them is a small problem to us. Say na say India plane bi ko hwe ho anipa say over 200 but Ghana for ya think on I don't say ye akanye pa na me obi si Ghana abakose muda me nim de say bia ne yango ye ne bi si dia say Ghana wi mhia kote ahwe ameni pe wo mu nyina afri musa.
Okay, so Asante the Jano we don't ye boa as much as possible so nipa no asigu ho ne de nya de no be kire but so hono send you see a share ni ade no or the pictures ni bi e be kire mu see me the last time I make kai say bi say see no Masha Otu Masha Otu retired na ofie krum akua no awu ne ye di na mu e ba edukrum aba be see no so ye kugwa ye wa ni hu say place ye Masha de ni koi later any ati boom kasia pa few minutes any hu say wusie kumo ani edi mirika enyina ekwe no na wakwa akote ahwe ne hono na esi ye ne se park na no belande wo so no na emfuturo eye ope asopebre enti oye se oba famu no na fe futuro no rise ya na fe ohu ba bia enti oye se obesan akonachi back enti okono na nipo dua no ekose the telephone a max no musi no telephone max attention no musi no ana ne dua ne kosi mu nti atwen max ni nyina ebo fam edukrom police station no sit be te bo fam a boom eni jatumu enipa wo ni de omo nyina timi epie but emu ne de ehye dwere be ana we so aba and we no go on media empenifonya hwehwemu yi look yefa more emotions and tension na because onu send round so you see plane back on 9J ADW no so emergency landing e wo adwuma ko kokoben na you say weather no enye nti we hwe we scene so ye nyi
adwuma ko me ka so mo say eyin hanta side ho baby
you say adwuma kokoben sana menya
okay
enti no esi hwehwemu mra And the reason being that, go on, again, any taking into consideration and sana, because na say we munye, kra, na nipa no two plane no, or no so any expertise the same. I'm saying this because abaya a year NDC abayi bayi, ye who say omaye sacha bebre wo Ghana Armed Forces nim. Na nipo two yim no. Na onu ni obi a eso tu yum shena na ana say na nwemu ni nyina nkoso gonna quickly do my on Ghana Armed Forces for statement a omode ba abontin na fi so o prelims na fi
adresi anopa wo
esa anopa be no nkron
omu tu fi ase be 9:15 ho baby enti latest by 10 no na adresi asakwa na wo pon but na information ni nyamai me na me ni obi ye Jubilee House ejina ho din koma e no wotwe no ho enti eche no obere busa what no what no plane issue na say plane be no information be e ba na enye papa sa e na okase wo kwa ba eche na je say hu say de akwakosie no pictures ni videos na ba bontin no me udimi blemu ya
enimiri
be de nemremu wi ase adu ni die but still na e be koso appeal to edipa conscience me hu video ba ko bi say bodies bi da holo mo a eja dem edipa da ho a wo hye hu nipa ko so we ala see we but wa shy tuma de eja dem areho entino de akwakosi na si say whether na ye you say inexperience you say a year mechanical fault to say you say a by fate to obi anim enkofobi na de conspiracy theories and ra wo hwe x so a na ebi ke kan se bia na che say areho
very unfortunate
to the state be ko e ka say and akwa bi and this nipa one of the main social media players was say si ebe kaya na nsia na Dr. Manebo ama
okay
e ka say etuo bi ammunitions bi ayera enti no yenko probu di bebe ono na adwen ye ne de ebi kwa sa probu na wakaye no enti na nkofo ko miemie bibi mu na omakoko no
na okasa ago mitwa no woni ye ko probu obo no obo na hwe lu pro so
Debbie. Na conspiracy theories die. So a government decision to have the probe. Say the probe will not die with Manebo ama.
You see?
Ebekoso.
Me say asema me kan sisi ano. Menya a message.
Okay.
And I'm told say Abrantie na of fly room no. Yes November year no pass it out.
You see now.
Who said Rane?
Who said Andra then buy pen me can say.
You won't be surprised.
Me suspicion say sa abaya sesa nti yan san nipa no for all you know no be experience hands na omo manage sa wiemsen no oberhe na be suspected some MPP for nti ya pia mu ko akire
wo ka sa ase wi na wo kwa bi ne panimu bi di nkomo wo say wo mo ano mo hwe sa ne ma wi so ne panifo ne wo mo transfer wo o confirm kire me
yes nti ade ne si ya pena me say
transfer
me suspicion ne say oberhe no na onipa no a enipa experience hands na ewo ho mo ne manage ade no ebia e suspect some MPP fu nti ye pia mo ko akire and then make boss this year no message abase e say Abrante na of fly plane no November twa mu yi e na o pass out
and now what did defense minister come be sir
if no credit
and
then for questions to answer
kwaku sisi honorable Julius Debra Jomama support no so me contest e say din ketia so de ne ho Lordina Mahama so support to Eric Opoku and this for pen for say the be say dia emwa so omu nyina gidi say there's a compromise candidate bi mu hia no ene Omanebo ama
kwaku
esem wo akire
onim Omanebo ama last 4 years last 5 years na enkrofo bebre push say omo contest Jomama
yes
so issue statement to say onye interested because now if a time any ban ho nti Omanebo ama issue statement say he is not interested to contest the 2020 NDC primaries and not train ho and look Omanebo ama ye efi eastern region no ye wo party na MPP ni NDC no your presidential material say wom enti ofa MPP a me kan se sabre no na Akufo-Addo dambotwe comfort piom long say omo ye presidential material in the NPP NDC for the na main kind papa but in recent times ofa NDC a ombe catch say obi ti say Omanebo Ama obi ti say Julius Zebra obi ti say Samuel Ofosu Ampofo and hwan po
onka hu
initially
onka hu
initially na sankro and hwan po biom few others na bo so ombe catch so sankro for we the eastern region for jiri say ombetimi abeden abedi president dachi of MPP ombe catch say the likes of Samuel Oku Kojo Ponkroma any Brian Champon and some others so e horoma so Omanebo Ama one politician na every NDC na our fans mu pa na activate body camps near the by required they say the popularity very high in the NDC and we are even told say I see didn't get here John Mahama issue because people are pushing say John Mahama should go for a third term na see didn't get here say ompany and in same bibre
eti more start them
conspiracy theories
more fair no ma
because omo
the buy ni nyama bebre asu atete a ebebu abom kwaku yente say enyama mo kwa elections yente
yate
enyama mo kwa elections bebre omo de win power yente eti we na eba edwa we ahye ahase enra kwaku enra nipa wuwu through accident yasanketo wa
me say enchi asaman kese
accident
last week and you see nkwala 15
bogu
ekonya accident omu wuye
abapel mu biansi
and makase if I said in the name serious power say enipa dunum nkwala abomu agu am ye si omu nyina abom abapel biansi wo
abapel an kafe na be de kira kafe
no many be owu a so ye sensitive but said the kranieka say vice president free Jubilee House e call Omanebo Ama ho e wo the same akra
cars
in the DH 26 plus ambulance after the mom who says say mu ko ba bia mu the ambulance ko no many be wo ha
Ghana's High Commission to United Kingdom or twelu wie no ko for fire no hours later and where did it no
na said you can see the crew
sa ho
na military money and politics and ke ba it me pam mpanimfo wo mu
I say end this one politics no
I'm not political
back
institution
asembu ho so a me and them say me be say management here news me pie free me tabo gospel class me dressy but enem no na adwi bebre de wo meeting yakopon na lo mo e ho ban
no
say eye conspiracy
say
mechanical photo say eye din enipa conspire say enipa conspire about us on several occasions but yakopon ye free intini mo mpesa yakopon be twa enipa afim na de ba ko akwakume ha me ne say ya me de bigiri say about we settings too much e de ba de no mkwakwa no oboase area ho na e de ba de
em say e manning bibi
yes so we call lanche responsible cooperative mining and skills development program
kwaku ade we ni wadada
dada
na me patcho sa ade wi enti ya se no mampanyin John Mahama na se okobie na bibi ti no so wo timinko eti ade wi na wo so mampanyin e fa helicopter via na wantimi ankwa na wo se defense minister eko na I was environment minister Echo, deputy national security coordinator I was woko deputy because regional minister bia a representative of the president MC bia representative of the president eti ade wey kwaku ade wey yeah I was a defense minister fra crack Echo yedin environment minister fra crack Echo yedin ye hwehwe ni mu dodo
too much. Meanwhile, last minister
so ho. Sentence no kwaku eto na bia ya no kan wona ma ya expenditure be ko so no. Adeki to bia regional minister betimi aye no. Aje so man panyi ko. Yes, when the obi free cry. As if say wa man kwa enye yi. Eye say o man panyi edna ni monyam ebe ko baabi kama de na so ya kwaku ye omo ye selective kakra ade wey yes ko man pani ko bi na say defense minister ko bi responsible mining na responsible mining kwaku
no we are told say na man pani mahama ena oko
ena was one team
until last minute
ena see defense
minister and command yes that is the okay
it's a ko ya command pani mahama ena ade bi ko kwaku mining why na mining private individuals and the companies and mining na ye no regulations wo ho obedi license regulations wo ho enti wo ho no a na Lands Commission se Forestry Commission se Mineral Commission hwanyo EPFO moko ho no a o matomra na you take them on mo sanction wo mo eno no aden na ho no man ya waste sika akoja and responsible mining the community mining and yeah dey ekosi ni nyina ekosi say enso ya dey say no mo political will no ho no ma illegal mining will stop it only takes political will and yet cooperative the stop
what are you na guarantee against mo Ghana mo ba yi to just
go no
about forest ma ko guarantee na se forest commission for say empnia Momran take me to office mu e dey support go motom o ma panin kan ho hwe yes ya na mo ye bi and never just something me too much
okay God on it's true but me confirm say am pass a flying officer no we or pass out November last year
but flying officer no one the two plane one the two it be in the air flying officer but it could be the assistant
okay so Ashanti Pacho picture no mu nyina yi wo so no fabra na ye hwa de
asem na ade Frank Legujo no trewe
Frank Legujo
they could have traveled by road if the roads were constructed with all the money we had in the last 8 years
let's say ka person ma so ya kwan ni nyina ni ma kwa ba na ko so nya kwan
na sa kwa no ni nyansa sa
wa downgrade no
Frank Legujo so ni nyansa sa
that me
asem si na o twem kwasa asem sei
Asante Pacho gonna be we na media man Asante Pacho picture na wuta ma ye bonyom wo de to so anu mu nyina wo so no me pese o de ha na ye hwade so squadron leader oyede
squadron leader do epeni mo no de wo so
ono oyeden wa mi
omo pilot
ono so ye pilot and a flying officer no so ye den
and I say be a flying officer could be maybe a pilot assistant
omo enimu no omo my information
just as squadron leader they been say what then was so and you lower rank
but person who the difference between the squadron leader and the flying officer and ti ni enhwe the flying officer no mane chum ampedu no November no pass out Ashanti prefer ayi to the
but ready Peter Bafemi Anala no owie yache owo dwuma no ma
there be na make ampedu no
flying officer
ampedu no flying officer ampedu
but me suspect say squadron leader ni etwi ade
okay so na me say enkrofo educate here me de minim enti wa wunim no educate here the difference between the squadron leader and a flying officer because I have been able to confirm say flying officer no pass out November
but your story no wa
November where daily graphic no wa but your date be na also December 1 2024 okay
President Kufuor presents Aviator wing badges to 12 new pilots and names na wa was the new pilots who received their harness upon completion of the requisite training and a bobodina a base na was say manan chum ampedu to no waka ho confirm say last year it's by main check flying officer no any
okay so obi yes enemy say squadron leader no and we Erakwesi Akufu and say squadron leader no or no major by compare the rank now or a major by so between that compare say captain and a flying officer no so assistant to flying officer no okay, so I want to know.
Flying officer is a junior officer rank.
Okay.
Used by some air forces.
Okay, so Alaji Agomda says squadron leader is equivalent to major. it's a rank. Okay, so I'll say I know your rank, keke. So it means the flying officer no and the plane no. That's what I want to call. Go on, Patrick. Say who is a flying officer?
Squadron leader. Squadron also you then.
Or say I know a rank in the Ghana
rank.
As a rank no, equivalent to major.
But Air Force
for rank no. Okay, all right. And you know more
flying officer dey. You see, I know you junior officer.
Or a junior officer. So Omunina bet me a pilot.
Yes.
But Baku is senior.
Squadron leader is senior. And the flight officer is junior. But as to the now treat the
squadron leader is immediately senior to the flight lieutenant.
The human is saying. You know what you see you. Say I say soldier no say Air Force, you Navy, anyway. And you be on the
okay. So we know
flying officer in the military. Say typically the first rank after commissioning as an officer. Said the can say we realized it and one
so rank.
And also duties in
duties, yes.
Duties in operating and managing aircraft, potentially including fighters, transport planes or helicopters. It will meet me. But that make us say it's me so I would be surprised to say defense minister me and nigga governor appointees could be my flight officer a best squadron leader one and the ban it's been
okay okay so W where there or say squadron so as a squadron officer is equivalent to major in the army. He is a pilot by profession. Flying officer is equivalent to lieutenant. He is also a pilot. He is also a co-pilot to the squadron leader. Okay, so it means that omi enuna ena
then go for me no plate plane.
It about the squadron now baby waiting say now woman obi ono so monitor system say bia you say the plane munya etie no.
It is a flying officer no kra no you say last week we say no worry you.
It's almost last month now.
Last month is okay calculate. So by 2 weeks we say less than a month ago and oko worry. And he say wakoku wage na so
my squadron leader dey there we don't know we yachi we be somewhere 2017.
Audu Mahama says squadron leader no so a pilot. Okay, yes, so it means okay so Kwabran so okay so I say squadron leader no and a pilot no and by Korean assistant. Okay, so once when you major on the rest of why match and the assistant and he knew I don't know pass it out November last year. Okay, see guy no worry 15th July flying officer no 5th July yeah.
Wow,
governor, 5th July, yeah.
This is a bosom pepe.
Yeah.
You see, a host mesre. One more, conspiracy theories, a bebano. Man, she yam, a bed backfire. I'm a nipper who nipper one from to mean shiny beam.
Sir, Ubi say, Prince Pra.
Okay.
Or say, squad flying officer near 61. Okay, 61 for
61 years.
The baby okay,
okay, so 61 and he never completed last year. He got his week license last year. Okay, so also the week license and unyane last year. Okay. So and yes pass it out last year.
Now you intake 61.
Okay. Okay. Intake 61. So unyane wing license no but okay munchechi muna also intake 61 okay now also he got his wings license into bracket license last year.
Okay it's yes a flying officer no equivalent to lieutenant. Okay now kwaku me eneme BCC I think he say I didn't see by feet sana yemi coincident eneme bebroma a deputy National Security Coordinator no Alaji Minuru last week I won a letter
confirming no and I say acting no wow
yeah in fact as at Emra Krompona na obi make as say the office go put ready to unyan take office what I say last week I won a letter it go good official woman we the enro echa de ye say enro ebosumi ya na we ware ye ba kon so ye se ne ba it's a 2-month old as I say we say kwaku a dozen enti mom de I want to believe say it happened by fate made the silent business even though a necessary say by investigation na ya hwehwe say ebia helicopter se me ade o ko me ade mafufu bia fra
according to Major Derek Odru or say or suspect say a weather no rather than aircraft because eyewitness no kasa wo boase ho maybe a yini see no sikamai no o say na ewie mu nya wo hokra no say na ewie mu nya wo hokra endra okay o say na ewie mu nya
enti and a bad weather so die waku me nya bad weather na me ko US nam ye ko Washington me free Ghana Yawada omo munim America de me cars be bo kwase se be omo wanwa obi a ye ko Washington na flight no ekodru New York ese ye change over ekomo say weather ne enye ye twen kwaku ye da made achi me to Ghana Yawada me dru Washington kosiada eventually my last flight na Atlanta, the most busiest airport in the world. My last flight have been intimidated connecting to Washington. Na air from Atlanta. Eti from Yawada me to Ghana Yawada me kudu kwesiada. Eti weather die ye mfen ya grow ewo airspace. Say weather nya ye cancel flight. Etu de bi nso a wo be kwa na weather na eye but midway etibisi. Enti no ye mompaye adema we nyina etimi akwaku na ema school for ya na nse no mo na Lerigo secondary school asese e fa mo ko ye omo school mo omo nko out of bounds omo wo school mu ene nipa bone for kwache bu free first school mu ekokum wo mo ye na so be kan se medie ye nkoso investigation ye nhwe ye to de bia ho amanyo sembo ho ya ma ekuye ediyewu retooling of the military soldier for ya na BBS ya ye frɛ wo mo ye koto plane ye koye sen ye kasi ye koto plane ama soldier for say pe yes ye kasi koto plane ama man panyi say pe yes ye adam ye ho sa
pia be politics
the soldier for omun deserve state of the art equipment omun ba ye adwuma na but ye kasi ye koto bi say pe de in fact I think say obia ye guilty MPP na was so kaso kota NDC for be ye de NDC for so MPP for so be didi if you don't before the day to be na for mo dey but still na no we are all guilty ye de mo bia hwe ne anya ma ye military no aban beba wo ye de ye military na bibia ba you rely on them ye besere helicopters ni ade kwaku to the bia mu a wa hwa waso besi
okay
that day
ha dwinti we no flying officer no Kwesi Mensah ascend me say oko mi school crowd KNUST in 2008 and o start o KNUST so okosua computer engineering and science so 2012 and omo calling into the after so we school no and onya and enlistment into the Ghana Armed Forces okoye adwuma so sign call back to KNUST eco sign eco tra so kusua air transport and aviation management and you say or you be a so ni onya ye no enye say ye call efe no nya enlistment na mo no ye and ye wings mu trying to find the license
catch the wings no see entiase
no the license na shi mu no say no so ye
license driver license and I said and as a pilot license can say na entiase
and you see he was part of the 5 that President Akufo-Addo decreed and Prince Prince so there but more information be nyina
na me boni be maka what fit please stop the big grammar But say NBA faith is why you see me nya profakese na faith FAT is a big grammar and ebe crab
Unim
obi say what the dismissal of the over 50 top military heads have anything to do with this. That's
nobody
as I said okuje to ablakwa osre nyankopon se onfa ne bone nchen
enye ono pe the three sounds
David bacho se okuje to ablakwa esre nyankopon se onfa ne bone nchen godon abria na Ghana mampani wi mu sen ho atochema na enunti mampani fan intimi fan tukwan no na okuje to ablakwa se o se Ghana mampani se wi mu sen no a na ho atochema no onfa tukwan
Fili Ghana nko US
edi onfa tukwan ti se sanka mampani Akufo-Addo edi hu America se ede sa wi mu sen na ye 40 no etu kwan a anka ni si anka bisi wo mampani Akufo-Addo ebre so abre na oye commander in chief
but ebisi yo we the mene captain Koda mene captain Koda ne ka kire me ono a wo president personal head of security no also go for US omutu ya de ntimi nko Ghana play no ntimi nko na o se etwa no ho owie mu saa ekofa White House ho se ababe 6 times ansana omusa bisifo play na yemre but when you so call no say one for so say
mampani fa play no a enye no entutu kwan nanka enko crash na onwu sadia yempanifo yi akwakohwero mu nkwan ohun se okeka asa nyina awie no enne Irajo Mahama ba mu ohun se play no fan tukwan because osi play no enye fit for purpose
obi abunfu yi
enti ose okuja to ablakwa kase ne bo se NDC ba na NDC Penny Mahama ene na yifa di plane tukwan a obe resign but na make say Professor General Opoku Ajman wa chata plane e di aba o mu a okuja to ablakwa one resign enti na okuja to ablakwa pese plane nfa mampani Akufo-Addo e hwiase na owu ana
em se na ne butaya no
according to the acquire fan ho nto no so kan pai bobi no
oh yeah
so kan san pai
o me kai pa
what say nto say emoja enifo
enipo na ehwan po na ewu
that time accident bi obi
wuye yes
amma honto no me video no honto no TV so say emoja enibem na akagu na no abobon nkofo bi din we yawu play we yakohwe ase ko kai American basketball player no Kobe Bryant one ne bana omukro omawu etiredie na na Akufo-Addo obebe ni fiadu
o ye waste
enti no wo bompa yese na Akufo-Addo ko fosa play le so mu na yakopon enku no ma play no enhwiase NDC ni honto lo titi so NDC ni bi ankon
na honto na
ya no ti na ablakwa ese na Akufo-Addo
emphasize
by force ama honto empa bobon embrem
na Sami Jemfino onye communications officer ma party no
sa omonyo
no lead kuna na do maye kumba unyama no
all right me
ama ye timu a politics nti ama ya agimifo na ye to man mu no de ha dwene ho so me ko to nyom se kuna na do maye kumba unyama yen
that's right
what is this
eso mo na me ka se me de nyame ase se minim se na MP fo bebre so abia no ma ne bo ama kohuje tabla kwa propaganda no na people we breed there ho say adna Akufo-Addo di plane private jet etutu kwan na odi gu park na mu ase in fact MP nipa bebre yesu enwinwi sa ba na esi ye ame hu say mampani Akufo-Addo he was right because wanya sa anka ebia plane de ne kohwe ase e ma ni wuye na me fo kuja to ablakwa ne bone nche no na sanko kuja to ablakwa o principal na ka joma ama ba yi ese ose no na ode sa plane o se Akufo-Addo mfantu kwan no na joma ama mfantu kwan atasapon the deputy Ashanti regional organizer Christian kwaku atasapon ono no wa mame explanation na they say eye best I will be able to ate ase o say flying officer no 1 to 2 years of service after commissioning. And a squadron leader no 8 to 12 years of service depending on promotion or performance. And that is the difference between the flying officer and then squadron leader. We go at us upon and pay Branami Koto Eima on Pudenope. Branami Chumekuma
and the Mama kind of dear. Kwaku, we had digitization. I never could be
okay.
Me no put am the meeting me aka ho ase. Say kwaku wo mokọ ye wo mokọ sesa enipa enso ne nipa ahye no. Menye sure say na ethically na right say
television stations be a show
say botom chale na mo didi chale
sa ade no ho enema wo di wani hu a difficult say be free with you. Wo man na flash for me a very very unprofessional. Mo mo nye say bi. Police for ni security ye mo kwa mo allow sa de no. Ma nya de. Ba kon so ne say
no enya police for na anya de. Media houses no because in the heat of event no look the police so many am be gone. E say omo nante be ye 1 hour.
Oh 1 hour 30 minutes.
Afro be pono ni ade.
If one say yam komo.
And a 2 so moko pin obi cameras see say ade na wutwa we e be yasem. But the media houses no na so mo responsible enough. Say enipa de sanini e de agubotu ma chichima no. And now so na mutwa TV so.
Wow. And dem be ball ma. Kwa me kai say ora PV wo ben efrimu. Wo frimu no se wo frimu a ye do be cold room asa na de wakọ mog na ankasa. Na omo edne cold mo da hol mo. No obi atwa picture. So what the brand say am publish. Na how on earth?
Hey. Enipa bi so ho metepa o.
Yeah che na apiepie. Mesre mo mie ye nyina yi dipa. Mo mie ye wo conscience. Say sa die we yaba. Na wo the camera die tire. Na yes sanso ye fa body no ayi charge body ahye e de agu na mu nyina no
na senka omo pe some small coffee bi na come di gugu because
that time coffee dey na no na brain ho
that's right
senga wo
that's
it say e be ko mo body bags
bi because na ko boto na so nipa na
na ko mo nya body bags
on say o hwe enipa no a se bacho o hwe enipa no a obo so mo eso niema no kra nyi sojafo e kromafo so it tells you say in the heat of event no enipa ekokoboaye no and the body search man because and yet well organized at the time.
So that cause you say the nation must be alert. In such instances, no. And you say this is make room for ne. I didn't just hear you. We are not saving lives. So
the you see say Ghana ha the Ghana ha ya muye ni yetimenti. Asemba pa nipa ebedi kan no e be kwa koye ho adwuma sana professionals na ba. Na wonim anopai ko nimu. Obai no obisa me say and then drum de ayini fi muni fi ho bank na na say no atichi no mo de baaye
ko banya den
no mo ban so mo de hyehyɛ adaka mu na de say wa adaka mu na me say na confirm with them because
I can't get somebody go for myself
but there will be sa legitimate question say oka oma etiefo hu distance na baby ade ni see ye no any baby o mu free ba at what point and Ghana Armed Forces enyanti yes ade na hwe ho and at what point and omu release team say omunko no omunko facilitate whatever is going there. In any case yanyu won so say ade na esi ye no na safety measures ben any yehu ye put in place to protect the communities around. Even you work any all the technology any way no normal say si work and in so be dear measures no mu put here ka measures papa wo ho a share time frame na we ni buy any normal course na ka a team could have been in place to do certain things. Yeah, I agree perfectly with you. Say your goodwill
and no dear I will differ kakra and say Ghana Armed Forces issue statement say on play naira
Yes.
So it means that omu nimbe bi ana plane wo as at the time. Enipa no a grant interview ni say omu hu plane no. Papa ba akudi si plane no hu say ehwiduam and a bo fam. So enipa ni nyina edwane go ho ekọ ho. At the time no when they measure be ko to baby.
No, the American no just say ehwe o. Me ka say omu hu omu teye no. Omu teye no go.
Ko ka ma mi tira di. Forest. Ko da ma mi tira di. Forest reserve na ye kan wase no. Ayi nkrab ayi dampaya forest reserve na ye kan wase no. Ye ka se ko ho a e bia obebre papa. This one you omu ti omu epomu ho. E no omu ti ko ho ntentem. Enti ade no ba sabi ye ne wakura na se ne de. E ba ye omu ti rashe ko ho. Sa na de no ko ye ye. Enti asem no si ye na e no omu rashe ye. E no omu ko ho. Sabra information no kra be kwa kodru eboase no
na asema akoka ka
na wo ma check wo mo disi
emu akoka na asema ka Ghana ha ayi petrol tanker kura super petrol hwe ase a enipa dimirika ba fa bucket review ekokosa petrol
so sentia
no I'm not saying so cassette you but I'm say I see the measures eto and I'm telling you say some measures no at that time no it will be very difficult. Look, Emerson o to there no. E dey me SPS here. Look, soldier for the boy ma pa. Eh you afraid the shot here. Dey ko akoshe. E di pie be ho no. Bra, e di pie di ma pa sa da no. E wa du krum ho.
Before say a soldier for penny for no better say plane no ahwe ho no e no. Na woni o krum ho na ye o me wi.
Me see soldier for no ba ni e ho.
Kasa so ati me ba wo. E bra bottom no. E kwa no mo sesa no. Na soldier for
yes, I don't know asem na America
but I didn't feel from no there.
Me nyina ne say ye see
ye do ye ho.
Che president ko fonya accident wo fair say
37
that
Opebia
yeah.
That time wa last France say anymore. Etimi ko be ko to so. Yeah, president ko for card ne ko share wo say taxi drivers near the
wood.
Yeah, ko peja wo.
Okay.
But unya ne baby sawa buchi. Where say go pa ko tempa bobit evidence be. But yeah no, you want that intuitive when you say ya before you realize that was what my way oh
me say ASP Adaba retired or say before some better omodi body no efiri kwaye ni mu no before some begu kem no omodi go sa body bags na o ka ho asa omodi asa no omodi da bi asa no omodi so kokko sack ndi e omodi fi kwaye ni mu ba omodi fi kwaye ni mu bedu ase no omodi gu mu se de omuka no but you see na make a do chrome experience natural look play na hwe ase na ehye
na ni pe bu ko
na ye dimirika na ye ko look before the soldier for na say do chrome de ben edu chrome ne enkran de say ben before the soldier for no be fit 37 se be ma campus aba be do edu chrome ne ye ho e ma o boy sa da no obi a o tie me bi okoho bibia no e be di adanse say enipa bebre di ma
Jero eno e ba sa de na bebre
because person mo ward nipa off so that from danger and yes so no ahun fo su push say e be ko o krofo bebre di ma me na
tamale say stadium
di ba ni wo da ja be di
say stadium junction e wo tamale e na won missile sadina ye di share flight mu no nem say da omo car na bi mu e na ifiri toye sojafo no a na e ti car no mu no na omo dimirike wo
mu dwane
e free baby ade na to
ensonya di pe
na fe na nipa ne ye ba be hwe say to hin na be ye den omo kru ade no omo ko sei
me se petrol tanker
ye afe ne ye den ye ba ho
e fuo tanker hwe ase a abruchi ni pe be dwane no Ghana ni akofa galo
se ma hu bi wa atwede kwa no si
offenso eko tachima kwa no so ebi koto ho sa ni pe
yenua osabere ma ascend me message bi
okay
na I think the message no in fact me so no endra me tese asem no me se from here and anope odi about say according to Haruna Idrisu
okay
the president is emotionally down so it's the vice president who is in charge of managing the affairs for now. No, see, this is serious. A serious indictment on a male president who is emotionally down and allowing a female vice president to be emotionally up.
classroom mark be pejamisa.
I
disagree.
Ma come disagreement. A matter of say we see ben ni pakro. Mutala Muhammad. What is say President Muhammad Nyaketwa.
Okay.
When in our parliament, when in Nantiachi, I am the deputy minister Buddha. Or that you know with him. Yeah, can the me and son. President Muhammad a trusty or more na be more. O mane bo makam. What you say? I like me so na down for pa no. In fact, Dr. Samuel Sapon, eba Ashanti region. Moves from Muya Ashanti region in Nano. Dr. Samuel Sapon and the beer quine Emma Dr. Fennessy, President Muhammad. It was personal a year with them. So while you're down, unlike Professor General Pukwajiman, she only met them kakra and Ibo did that if he's down, one see nipa.
The links with them no are strong.
Let him be down.
Well,
Obesua won't soon recover. And then my face soon who bet in the idea soon ya. Nina one year no recover. You come back, you bounce back. And there's no way say there's no way say Professor General Pukwajiman, even though Yakas one year in charge, Ubeka will be without telling the president.
No, but
Bemens, but Bema do be so. Madam,
you know how many say Vice President so no instead in Yahoo, Papa.
Oh, now if you're in charge of the country, then I will then obey. And then it's
and yes, over share almost Ghana. And I say economy no beswa. But I feel say the president Oyenipa. Shenipa na ye bono almost 5 people near say he is strongly connected to them. Na sad we are tonight. Charlie, honestly, Nipa he needs to grieve. Yeah, allow no. And the right say grief. So I know dear nobody should take that way away from him.
Alaji, I would do say. Nene da se be security glasses ana then na me say oba me ka kire ne say obeye me nkrofo aka say wotwa binti okata na
last year na some guy says second lady I just admire about me. The car being accident. It was no the car.
Sam George.
Now they said the Sam George Troy. Was said thank God the second lady was not in the convoy at the time of the accident. Interesting coincidence of AIDS dying in the lead up to the to elections. May the soul of the young man rest in peace, even as we remember Wabena. See the stupid linkages are. What the bear? Drive carefully as we get into the campaign session. And for force of Moka say, President Muhammad de or one boy Mama Kodas and what? How
and pay Macase Nation program national. Make us say irresponsible journalism.
Yeah, me that's a pa.
Now see a be irresponsible journalism. Okay, baby sir Captain Smart to say. Any pen DC bar power or my wound and say no. Why ne kum? Look, last month, some PL almost see Adekoka. Almost see penny back on. And son away swabba. Say young people in the war bay more. Captain Smart said, only when you pay coon if he a how are Yakubu. Could you buy you do? Be seeing as you come. Or send people for a winner, only come winning fast so a wooye. And you know, say I see a bay irresponsible journalism. And can be sad Sandaman.
My idea is yes,
ye beg one church on my chenny pa.
Yes, I want him. If I want him, will be a poison, you are the poison.
Yes,
and the ones of a poison was away at the poisoner. So one doing potential poisoner and the potential poison. And to make the one wake up to yes, round.
I'll make it
require the basic change to say, one the quarter to my one couldn't penny for we. Almost said, damn babe, date bay. And who is the next to go?
Who next to go? Yes. Now you are that people didn't call kind. Who is the next to go?
Yeah, what kind?
Okay, who is the next to go? And see, that is a year of irresponsible journalism. But a chairman to me, as a year 5 so. Now, on behalf of the Wound to Me family, any on one Ashanti region and people, who say mother party no at the statement about there. Now, on also Emma NDC4. Ene ebusuafo nyina sedin na oma omo yako nyankopon fa omokra nsie ye nyina beko na eda ye beko ebra ye beko ene kwan befa so ebeko de nyame de sie ye timi kan se ebi nam jamu ne beko ebi nam nsuo mu ne beko ebi de etu ano ebi de ka akwanhia ebi beto amoko awu ebi be yare awu ebi edi obi be di dua bebo no obi be sei na mmom sada no ene kwan no ene ebre de enya de mu bia anim ene se painfully twempanifo inam jamu wi mu sha kwanhia jamu ene omode den omode ko ensiedo
ya mompa mampanyi na utiminya na so because commander in chief of Ghana Armed Forces this is the time one
so dina man ehona me tio ehona me na me wo problem kakra say
ehona man no kra ye do akino me so down say
don't let enyo le kan
na say on kan
obi la ka to so
esa so ye down o ye bema aben fasi se tuo binia esi bema bo
in fact well, nipa be so disagree with and be say I disagree that the president should be emotionally he is the president and commander in chief of Ghana who should be showing strength and leadership in this moment of national crisis. To be emotionally down doesn't show courage and leadership in trying times. Obi so dia
enya dia so kre babontin say president no emotionally down. Enti sisi ano the vice president enya akwansi anka no emotionally down kan na be hwe ma
chief of staff.
It's in one man. You see, you look, media.
I
guarantee. A year almost suma settings and no so. Look, and it may be one year can say down. I need you can say emotionally. Obia who said president. No, you see, Obia him say president, no, ebe emotionally down. But not to the extent say, Oba can say to me, vice president, take you over. Amutusu na mama settings no and no
hey we be so there by shit Gordon I also agree with you I was as a commander in chief and always in military uniforms today he says he's down Obi say something else might have sent him down
he may be down but not emotionally
emotionally down
no I saw for I do by I saw for some so bumper. So what social media no so a once so for be say obi had the interpretation
any
yawo
ebia ba ko bia befamu any yawo o be kikan sem
ba ko si we ya ne ketua kra wo mu no afa na this month mu ne kase ye beba obi kra say 9 mem ne ya birthday no no de akwhye say aha ne kase bi si we nyina asem papa ya hura mani o ma we
kwaku media message once again we be say another opportunity amaya dia hwehwe sojafo ni policeifo nadmufo enema omudi ye adwuma ebo a my Ghana no
ma me show institution ba ko a omuni aka de kra yi mu Ghana National Fire Service
and I met you
hwe Ghana National Fire Service in fact omoda life support so
fire service for
me na me catch look Kofodia fire municipal fire station no omo fire tender no esi wadro so me na me catch asai si wadro tata ni asio esi wadro so look Ghana National Fire Service me say the whole country you see am say omo fire tenders aka no less than 50 do you also know say go no abro san bia bro 6 floor bia jato mo intimi no Ghana
she says so e be do 50 no
yes abro san bia bro 6 floors e jato mu a ye ni miss bia de bedum no ti e be gira ho na say they asha eno a de be ye abro san tintiam ho okrom anyina na tente bro 6 floors no se jato mu a ade a Ghana Fire Service betimi an e bia nipa wo mu on be preso be yiwo asa na ya hwa manase eti omo de omo hia retooling animanimu yia